No crying, bye.
Okay,
All right.
thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Before we give our final thoughts, I encourage everybody to
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
get online. If you or someone, okay, wait a minute. One more call, and then I'm
Last
gonna
one.
give my final thought.
You're on with Control Chaos. What's your chaos?
Oh, okay. I think they hung up. So I encourage, if you know someone that is not taking that first step, take it for them. I mean, keep trying. Like the pastor said, these people want to get help. They don't know how to get help. They're scared of it. Be their strength when they can't hold strong for themselves.
Right.
So I was looking in there, and I didn't know that there were so many different abuse recovery places here in St. Louis. They're in the city, they're in Chesterfield, they're in town and country. I mean, they're everywhere. Just a few of them that I found: substance abuse, road less traveled, the treatment center, 24-hour drug and alcohol helpline, the National Treatment Network, rehab hotline, dignified drug detox, and the list goes on and on. All you have to do is get on Google and search substance abuse rehab centers. Take that first step for someone that can't do it for themselves. Be that strength for that person. Like Pastor said, it's a fight. And
Yes.
Okay, let's try this call one more time. You're on Control Chaos.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, that's me that's been calling. Hey, Mia, this is a girl that's been calling.
Who is it?
I'm calling because I just wanted to point out, I wanted to come in heat because you were mentioning the rehab centers there in St. Louis. I had an uncle that was actually there in St. Louis, and he was alcoholic. He was passed now. I have been in 2 relationships with an alcoholic, and it is hard to watch an addict, and it is a disease, and people really do need to understand that. What people don't understand is that these people that are addicts, as much as we want to drop them off and take them to these rehab centers, my uncle would get dropped off, and 30 minutes later he'd call us and say, come get me. It's my decision to want to be here. They told me that when you all left me here, and I told them I don't want to be here. And, like everyone said tonight, it is about patience. And I think that we need to be educated as well as family members and friends and loved ones to understand that we need that counseling to understand how to adapt and how to deal with that sickness, that illness. It's just like a cancer. You can't just go in and be the doctor. It's truly an illness. You have to learn how to take care of these people. And I know you're running short on time, so that's all I'm going to say. And thanks for letting me talk.
Thank
No
you
problem.
for calling in.
Thank you.
I agree. I definitely agree. I do feel like, if you have someone that's going through this, for you to seek some help and some advice, and maybe even go and contact these rehab centers first and kind of get the what to do and how to do it, because she's right. None of us are psychiatrists. None of us are therapists. Stop trying to play Dr. Drew. Go to these places and say, what is the best way for me to help this person? And then once they give you that role, then you stay on it. Thank God I've never had to, deal with anyone per se with a drug problem. But if I did, I guess I can only say but if I did, if it were someone that close to me, I couldn't give up.
Right.
I'm one of those people that feel like if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. One of the callers earlier said, don't enable them. I do understand that. But you also understand when this is your family and this is someone that's close to you and is hitting home with you, it's kind of hard not to.
Right.
So that's where that education comes in.
There.
So better yourself to better someone else.
Right.
And we can go ahead and do our final thoughts.
Back to the title. When did addiction become funny? I don't support it. I strongly suggest that none of us support it. When you think about a family member, a child, a loved one, anything, a close friend, anybody that's suffering from an addiction, why is that funny? It's not funny anymore when it hits home, you know, and think about that, because it could happen to you. You know, so those are my words of wisdom, I guess, but I just don't find it to be funny anymore, man. So, you know, I strongly suggest that we all come together on that and stand strong, and stop supporting the people that enable these jokes and make these skits and things like that. It's just not funny to me at all. So,
Mia, what would your final thoughts
My final
be?
thoughts are to help them. Take that first step. Get them the help that they need to overcome this addiction. Because if not, excuse me, it's gonna be too late, and then what?
right,
Then you're at Austin Lane.
right,
But try to get them the help that they need before you reach that point.
right.
Absolutely. And then my final thoughts, pretty much just piggyback what you guys said. You know, be patient with them. You know, as far as the media, they're just looking for a good story. They don't have a genuine interest in, you know, these people's lives, your life, your parent, loved one, whomever's life. They don't have that interest. They're trying to make a story. So on our part, what we can do is, if they want to make a story about it, don't read it, don't buy it, don't look at it, change the channel. Do not keep supporting this foolishness. I mean, it's degrading, especially if it's something that you're going through.
Right.
You know, it's not funny
It's not.
at all. There's nothing about it. You know, teach your kids that it's not funny. You know, practice patience within yourself. Reach out to some of these rehab places and be able to better educate yourself to help someone else out. Stand by your friends, stand by your family. You know, I Google commonly abused drugs, and you know, if you have a loved one that's on a Xanax, a Vicodin, Darvocet, Demerol, you know, all these, just Google it. The list is on there. If you see or hear of someone, you know, taking these, stick by them. You know when something's a little off. So never let go a hold of your friends, your family. You know, how many Kurt Cobains, Dorothy Dandridge, Chris Farley, Tony Hancock, Jimi Hendrix, Billie Holiday, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Pimp C, Amy Winehouse, Ike Turner, Elvis Presley, David Ruffin, Bruce Lee, Janis Joplin. How many of these people do we have to lose before we stop laughing? You guys, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So with that being said, we appreciate you, Mia, ma'am, for coming in. If I was close to you, I would hug you. I really feel like your story will help so many people that will have watched the show now, will watch the show on our YouTube channel. We love you guys. Keep loving us. We love loving you back. Make sure you go iWatchRadio.com, hit the like button. We're on every Wednesday night from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on iWatchRadio.com. Some of these rehab places will post on our site, controlchaos.net. Check us out on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at JustHeat, no T. Other than that, I'm done. With that being said,
Ball game.
thanks for watching, guys. Try to save somebody's life.
I can't even.